Mrs. Cole, is this a copy of your driver's license? It says here you're a blonde, are you? If you don't remember, perhaps Mr. Falk will. We can play the tape again. Maybe it's on there. Thank you. Now, let's see. Weight 105? Yeah, in your bra. And it says here you were born in 1964, but that's not true either, is it? Is it? Now, let me get this straight. That would mean that you lied about your age to make yourself older. But why would any woman want to do that? The truth shall set you free. My client lied about her age. She was only 17 when she got married, which makes her a minor. And in the great state of California, no minor can enter into any legal contract without parental consent, including contract is void. The fact that my client has been ridden more than Seattle Slew is irrelevant.
Now let's see what the internet is asking. First question is soprano. You mean mafia? No, but if you're talking about my voice, I would say I'm a soprano. That means very high, and I'm a very high singer. The next question is country music. Well, absolutely. I'm a country girl, and I started out in country music. That's my favorite. Of course, I like to think that I can do all sorts of music now. I've been accepted all over the world. I've had several pop records and all sorts of styles, but I'm a country girl, so yes, I'm country music, no doubt. Next question, mother to Miley Cyrus. Well, everybody knows that. I actually say I'm the fairy godmother of Miley Cyrus. Is still Magnolia. I think I'm a steel magnolia, strong as steel, my faith and pride. Like so many good, strong women, I really relate to that. As a matter of fact,
that's the most ridiculous, horrifying story I've ever heard. It's crazy. I mean, why? Number one, it's my face as a child in the commercial. Me when I was little. Why would I want a white child to play me? I'm a black American. I'm proud to be a black American. I am proud of my race. I am proud of who I am. I have a lot of pride in who I am and dignity. That's like you wanting an Oriental person to play you as a child. Does that make sense? So please, people, stop believing these. One, there, as I know of, there is no such thing as skin bleaching. I have never seen it. I don't know the situation. I have a skin disorder that destroys the pigmentation of the skin. Is something that I cannot help, okay? But when people make up stories that I don't want to be who I am, it hurts me.
So it is.
It's a problem for me, okay? I can't control it, okay? But what about all the millions of people? Let's reverse it.
Okay.
What about all the millions?
I love seeing all my favorite looks on the runway inspired by me, the OG. And the packaging is stylish and sexy, just like me. And the scientist who worked on this won the Nobel Prize. It's lit.
When I invented having a celebrity pet, I could never have envisioned it would become what it has today.
Mini skirts. Skirts should be the size of a belt. Life short, take risks. Pink. Trade millennium pink for millennial pink. You can always buy a new dress, but you can't, like, buy a new life. I'm here to pick up my favorite purse, which is my crystallized Birkin. The first one ever made, loves it. Tracksuits. Tracksuits are so cute and comfortable, but always wear ones that are colorful, or else you'll look like you're actually going to the gym. Ew. We're gonna talk about my catchphrase, that's hot. I started saying that's hot when I was 11 years old, and I was a cheerleader, and I saw the costumes, and I said that's hot.
That was a long time ago. So, I just haven't been there yet. It's really strange, though. It's like Men in Black is everywhere on Earth.
Yeah.
And with these ears, you can't hide. No, look, see, because this is the problem. Everywhere in the world.
Last time I was here, I did my Fresh Prince rap. 8 million YouTube hits was on that. I can see your face, you like, what has he left? Well, this time I brought my DJ, Jazzy Jeff. What's that, Jeff? What's that, Jeff? Here we go. Yo. Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. Tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. Hey! West Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground is where I spent most of my days.
In response to that question, I think the ATAGI is the group that we need to respect the advice. And just to be clear, what ATAGI has said is that the preferred vaccine, that over 60s can get both vaccines, but for those under 60, the Pfizer is the preferred vaccine. The reason we are prioritising Pfizer rollout in our system is because there is limited access to AstraZeneca through, there is limited access to Pfizer throughout the state because of the particular ways in which it has to be managed. We're looking forward to the fact that as the supplies get increased, we're looking forward to the fact that more GPs will also have access to Pfizer, and clearly that's also been flagged that other vaccines will be accessible by pharmacists. However,
I know I've been driving recklessly, getting arrested, smoking weed, abandoning monkeys, and urinating publicly. But my biggest regret is plowing my Maserati into Jeff Ross's Saturn in the parking lot, man. What do you get when you give a teenager $200 million? A bunch of has-beens calling you a lesbian for 2 hours. You guys were all really funny tonight. When we were looking for a Roastmaster, we called Jamie Foxx, Chris Rock, and they both couldn't do it. Then I had a great idea. Let's call Kevin Hart and see if he has Dave Chappelle's number. Kevin, you were awesome tonight. I have huge respect for Kevin Hart. Kevin loves seeing himself on the big screen. And for him, that's an iPad mini. Kevin is so short, he calls Lil Wayne, Wayne. I love Kevin Hart's career plan. Do everything Martin Lawrence did, only shittier. Martha, thanks for coming. I know that's probably something you don't do much of anymore.
We can burn the stuff they gave us. Or we can chant and dance around naked, you know, with sticks.
It's hard being on your own for the first time. You're welcome. I remember when I first came to this city. I was 14. My mom had just killed herself, and my stepdad was back in prison. And I got here, and I didn't know anybody. And I ended up living with this albino guy who was, like, cleaning windshields outside Port Authority. And then he killed himself. And then I found aromatherapy. So, believe me, I know exactly how you feel.
Okay, now I'm gonna kick some ass!
No, I will let go if you both stop.
There we go. Oh. Huh. You know what? If we were in prison, you guys would be like my bitches.
Across the floor. She's walking. She's balking. She's going for the pizza.
Hey, that's not for you, bitch!
What was set loose, and now the ring has drawn him near. He will never be rid of his need for it. He hates and loves the ring, as he hates and loves himself. Smeagol's life is a sad story. Yes, Smeagol, he was once called, before the ring found him. Before it drove him mad. Pity. It was pity that stayed Bulbo's hand. Many that live deserve death, and some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them, Frodo? Do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment. Even the very wise can see all ends. My heart tells me that Gollum has some part to play yet, for good or ill.
I ask that General Business Notice of Motion number 1092, standing my name for today, relating to anti-white racism, be taken as a formal motion. Anyone who pays attention to the news or spends any time on social media has to acknowledge that there has been a rise in anti-white racism and a rise in attacks on the very ideals of Western civilisation. I would also hope the Senate does the right thing and acknowledges it is indeed okay to be white. Such a simple sentence should go without saying, but I suspect many members in this place would struggle to say it. People have a right to be proud of their cultural background, whether they are black, white or brindle. If we cannot agree on this, I think it's safe to say any white racism is well and truly rife in our society. Just following up on Senator Williams' question about Aboriginality and your 3% there. Can you define what is a person of Aboriginality applying for the job? What's the definition?